Gaming can really change your life. Of course, the same could be said for pretty much any hobby, but this is a gaming channel, so what did you expect? The most obvious impact a hobby like gaming will have in your life is probably time. Like if you spend 4,000 hours, or 166 days, in a single game over the course of 10 years, I'm sure you'll agree that it's fair to say that that's a significant part of your life. And if you include all the other Steam games, games on other launchers, console games, mobile, handheld, smart home, smartwatch, smart fridge games that you've probably also played in that time, then you're looking at the best part of an entire year of your life spent playing video games, you big nerd. Oh wait, these are my numbers. Now the reason I'm talking about time is because, believe it or not, I didn't spend 166 days back to back playing Team Fortress 2. And whilst there might be a few peaks or troughs, those 4,000 hours are roughly spread out evenly over the course of the 10 years. In other words, gaming becomes part of your everyday life. And when something becomes part of your everyday life, then the ways that it can change your life are innumerable. For example, online multiplayer games like the one we've been talking about so far are full of, well, other players. And whilst a lot of them are
behind the f***ing door, you f***ing useless piece of mad shit,
not very welcoming, most people are just trying to have some fun. If you frequent the same community servers, message boards, hover around the same ranks of games with matchmaking systems, or whatever it may be, then you're probably going to find yourself hanging around with the same people on a regular basis. Whilst they may just be an internet alias and a voice, there is usually a real human behind it controlling them. When you spend time with the same people daily, even if they are just an alias and a voice, you get to know them. They start to have an emotional impact on you, and in some cases, you might even call them friends. You might go on to join a team, train and enter competitions with these people. Maybe you will go on to meet them at gatherings or conventions. Maybe you'll meet them, fall in love, and go on to marry them. Or maybe they're just a cool acquaintance that you chat to and lobby up with from time to time. The point is that humans are social creatures, and the people you meet whilst gaming can and will have a profound effect on you, as you are a human. Or a racist Microsoft AI. Humans are also very spongy creatures. When something becomes part of our daily lives, we absorb it, and it will ultimately become part of who we are. Even though I haven't played a Tony Hawk's game for the best part of 10 years, this series has had more impact on my cultural identity and life outside of gaming than any other. For starters, the music. So here I am, a 27-year-old pop-punk loving non-skater who dresses like your typical creator-skater character from the early games. It probably helps that everyone growing up around me whilst I was playing this game was also into the Tony Hawk series and the lifestyle that it portrayed, but that doesn't make that influence any less significant. Any zeitgeist can be amplified by, or even originate from, a game. A perfect example is what is happening right now with Fortnite. I'm not sure exactly what collective culture it is that Fortnite is perpetuating, but I am confident that there are 10-year-old kids today who will someday be defined by Fortnite in their adult lives. Maybe Marshmello will be their favourite artist. Maybe they'll be dyeing their hair bright colours because Ninja was their favourite entertainer. Maybe they will still be flossing. It's not always going to be something as blatant as the clothes you wear or the moves you dance. But if you played games as a child and continued playing games as you grew up, then there's going to be something in your behaviour or lifestyle or personality or whatever that is influenced by the games that you played growing up. Or at least there will be if you are still yet to reach your final form. Gaming's influence won't always be as tangible as the clothes on your back or the merch on your shelf. Sometimes a game might leave nothing but a glint in your eye. Maybe it's that engrossing story that you feel emotional all over again every time you think about it. Or maybe it's a game you just remember having so much fun when you played it. Or maybe it's the first video game that you ever played, and every time you remember it you feel gratitude, grateful for it to be the one to start it all. But in current year, the way games can change your life is ever growing and intensifying. You could be an artist, and there are so many amazing gaming-inspired artists. Or a gaming-inspired musician, a gaming journalist, or even a gaming lawyer. People today can become professional competitive gamers and make a very good living doing it. In fact, you can actually game games whilst other gamers watch you game games. It's no secret the amount of money the biggest people to watch playing games can make. Whilst YouTube does earn me a little bit of pocket money, it doesn't come anywhere close to being enough to quit my regular job. But that doesn't mean that it hasn't changed my life. I've been considering YouTube my main hobby, alongside gaming itself, for something in the region of 200 weeks. In that time, I've released over 350 videos, probably spending somewhere between 2 and 20 hours recording visuals, audio, trimming, mixing, mastering, editing, and finessing each of those videos. As my channel evolves towards more scripted and video essay type content like this, and away from live commentaries, then it's probably only a matter of time before my YouTubing hours overtake my TF2ing hours. Reaching 50,000 subscribers is actually kind of small as far as wider YouTube is concerned. But to me, it feels amazing. I'm so grateful to everyone who watches and enjoys my content, because being an entertainer, or an educator, or just a friendly voice in the background to you is the most fulfilling thing that I actually do in my life. Whether that's a good thing or not is up to you. 50,000 is not significant in YouTube terms, but in my terms, that is a huge number, and I gawk at that daily. The idea that there's over 50,000 actual human beings who have watched something that I've created and thought, hey, that was kind of interesting, I want to see more of this guy. Or, of course, you're just a legion of racist Microsoft AIs. Gaming has changed my life in all of these ways and more, and I'm sure you've got your own stories to tell about how gaming has changed your lives. Or maybe those stories are yet to be written. Thank you so much for joining me to 50,000 subscribers, and here's to 50,000 more. Cheers, everyone.